Hey there. So, okay, I don't even know where to start on this one. Let me zoom out. So if you can't tell, this is not Lost Colony. We're on Ragnarok. I guess this is my main base for right now. Mostly just working on breeding is what we're doing. So let me just kind of get us caught up on the state of affairs for Lost Colony. So, right now it is December 31st. So like 12, 13 days after Lost Colony came out. I have been playing Lost Colony basically as soon as it dropped on a different server with my tribe, and that's been going fine. But we're getting kind of ready to go back to work after the winter holidays, and so I have been doing stuff on the Naked and Afraid server, which is this one here. So um, as you can see, working on doing Desmodus, and so we are at 120 mutations right there. I did get a pair of shinies, so that's where that 84 comes from. I don't remember what the other stat is. Let me look. It's not up here. I don't know where they are, but we'll find it later. And then Gloons, of course, um, are at 108. So they're both pretty close. And then we do have Orlax on Valguero that I'm breeding. This is what they look like first. So there's that. The Nightmare one looks pretty cool. So if you want to see the special effects, here you go. So they do have the weird, the blue glowiness on them. They're very, very super cool. I think the Nightmare kind of adds extra. And look, this little guy is showing off for you guys. Is it a guy? I think it's a guy. Yeah, it's a male. So he's showing off a little bit. His stat is the health stat. So I have, what is this, a 54? Yeah, this one was okay for shiny, but the other one was better. So that's the one I used as my breeding blank. So we've got that going on. Gloons, I basically, they're really, really good. I love my shoulder pets, but also these guys have been clutched with running some of the missions and some of the other stuff on the other server. So here's some stats if you want to see it. But like I said, this isn't the one that I made my blanks off of. And so when I say blanks, basically what I did was I cloned the higher level one, and that's what I'm using for the blanks. So these are the blanks that I have. So these are pretty awesome. They have an 80 for health. So again, shinies are going to boost the limit up. This one's a 330, so it was like a filthy one to begin with as well. So yeah, so that's what's going on over here. That's what we're doing. I do have Balewinds done right here, so that's what they're looking at. I can't take them over just yet. Ocedons, as you guys know, I did do that as well before the map dropped, and I have all of the Drakelings done, but on the map we only have winter Drakelings. But I guess if you want to see the stats for the Drakelings, that's what they look like. Those are just from farming lots and lots of shinies on the map to get those stats that high. So that's pretty much what's been happening here. So I've just been hopping over to do that while my tribe is doing stuff on the other one. The other server that we're playing on is arcade, and it's been pretty good. But like I said, I think we're all kind of getting busy with stuff, and also farming element is way slower over there, which is fine. But we are kind of getting to the point where we need to maybe put some mutations on some stuff. That's what the guys want to do. So I'm kind of stepping back from that and focusing more on this because I can handle things solo over here with very minimal time spent with that. So with that said, let's go see what I have done on Lost Colony. Not a lot. I mean, nothing super crazy, so we're not missing out on stuff. I've been kind of figuring out how I want to do things because it's a little different. Like we don't know this map, right? We're trying to figure out how to run it. And so let me take off everything. Do I have everything? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's go over to Lost Colony real fast. This horse, if you're wondering, it's because I'm also bouncing back and forth and working on the skill tree. It's another thing that's really slow to do on the arcade servers because their rates are lower, and so I'm trying out things. I want to do Spirit Beast. Midas Touch. I think everyone pretty much recommends getting that one first, and then after that, I think it's really just what you think you want to do. I mean, I know some people like the feline form because it's novel. I would say just kind of go with whatever you want. I think Hot Blooded's pretty good as well, and also on Lost Colony, a lot of the melee things are going to be really handy. So I'm going to do Spirit Beast because I'm curious how much damage they do against thralls and the neophytes and all of that. I'm not I'm not sold that they're going to be that great, but they might be good. And if you don't know already, most of those enemies when you're doing missions, they take a 95% damage increase, reduction. I don't know which way you want to look at, but basically your tames will only do 5% of their normal damage, so not a lot. However, when you do use melee weapons, you do 100%. So yeah, so this area of it might be a little bit better for doing that, but I'm gonna do Spirit Beast because I don't know, it sounds pretty chill. So working on finishing up Lead the Pack. I am kind of tempted to use some pack animals over there, but anyways, the next thing I'm trying to complete is this right here. So I had to imprint a horse, and then I have to run around on a horse as well. So I'm just trying to do some of that stuff over here to farm some more skill points. But let's go ahead and head over to Lost Colony. I'll update you on what I've done over there, which is really just kind of getting caught up with where I was on the arcade server with my tribe. And honestly, like, instead of taking 10 days, it's probably taken like 8 hours. So again, some of the nice things about being on the Naked and Afraid server are the crazy boosted rates. You can actually, you don't have to no life it, even though I have been no lifing it for a little while. Um, but as we get back to having to do work in real life, it's just really nice to do this. So this is the Lost Colony base. Let me go down here and get my stuff. Doo-doo. There's that. All right, let's put those on. I do have a tech suit over here now. Just a primitive one. Nothing super crazy. So I felt that this map really was kind of like Genesis was, where you needed to bring your leveled character over. There were just so many tech things that they were offering in the engrams, and so I just wanted to kind of go along with that. And so we had, where is it? Uh, where is it? It's the forge, the blood forge thing. Isn't it under here? Maybe it's not a Bob's thing. Maybe it is. No, I guess it's not. Okay, okay. I thought it was a I thought it was a map specific, like a Bob's thing, but I guess it's a map thing instead. So, but yeah, there was a lot of tech type related things and a lot of things that it seemed like they were like, okay, you're gonna bring that character over. So, that's the one that I did decide to bring over. I can't even find it. Where is it? It's the Blood Forge. There we go. Blood Forge. Yeah, so it is. It is Lost Colony, but I don't think it's a Bob's. Yeah, it's a Lost Colony, not Bob's. So let's just look at the Lost Colony stuff. So the Arctic Scout stuff, super cool. Really, really good. You got the lights, you got the hollow decoy grenade, lots of ways to do that. The fabricated crossbow is amazing, but I think everyone knows right now the durability is pretty crappy. But I suspect that the goal is that you would upgrade it in the Blood Forge. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Of course, the Soulwind, Malwind situation. Medical stands really cool. Pet displays. I haven't played with them too much. I did have some skills on the other server that maybe make those, so we might play with that a little bit. Warbench was not enabled on arcade until like the last couple days when I haven't played on it. So looking forward to that. That's definitely going to help tame Aureliax. Let's see what else. Cryo Hospital, not something I have to worry about where I am, because we don't use cryo pods. We use Dino Balls, and then the Blood Forge, of course. Aureliax saddle, and then of course the stuff that unlocks with the boss. So we do still have some work to do. Okay, all of the skins are on. So we are in the bottom right-hand corner, down there. When I scouted this map out in single player, I really liked this area, just kind of the way it looked, kind of the vibes. It does turn out to be a pretty good area. You do have the soul winds that are out there doing their thing. The river's nearby. The river has silica pearls and oil, and then up that way, there is a small purple zone where you can, do blooms, revenants, stuff like that. I guess if you wanted to element farm, you could. I have a tech replicator, a couple of things right here. I've just been letting stuff kind of accumulate. I've got a sap tap right outside that tree right here. Has a sap tap. I went ahead and put a tech one on because it is so close. Here's kind of what the base is looking like. I just kind of keep adding on as I can. What else? What else? What else? So yeah, and then Mega Lab's been doing a lot of work making element shards so I can feed this. Again, the rates are really boosted on here. So just to give you an idea, I think on arcade where it's more vanilla, we would farm the bridge and get maybe like 3 element. Here, if I farm a bridge, I get about 150. So again, you know, take it or leave it. If you're playing alone and you want to do some other stuff, this is awesome. If you want to speed run the map, this is also awesome. If you want a more, you know, slowed down vanilla but with some quality of life stuff, I definitely recommend arcade. They do have their teleporter turned off, except for like pulling dinos. So if you have a tribe mate, you can have the tribe mate pull the dino, empty it, and then the other tribe mate pulls him back, but that's kind of it. Here, we do not have that. Obviously, there are more and more teleporters every day. Some of the ones that they have listed up here, I think someone said that they were putting city drops on here. So like Element Bridge, you can just teleport there. So again, lots of people putting lots of stuff up. Yeah, here's missions bridge. I haven't checked out any of these at all. All I've done is go farm element, and then these are the default ones that are on the map. These are all of the different ones that have kind of the elevators that take you up and down in the city. And yeah, so lots of stuff to still explore. I really have just been kind of making sure we have kibble, making sure we have all of the basic stuff, and then I'm working on getting a Moss Chops together so I can go tame a Desmodus. I know I have Desmodus on the other map, and we're breeding those, but it's still fun to go and tame one and just kind of experiment with them. Again, melee super busted on here. So I think it's like 2.5 times melee. So if we look at this Thyla, this is just a wild tame Thyla. These are the stats that I've been able to level it to, and so even without an imprint, not too worried about a lot of stuff I'm going to run into. So Thylas are pretty much king on this map, I think, regardless of whether you're official or unofficial, just because of the bleed that they can do against the enemies instead of the regular damage. So that's basically the crew that I've got, you know, just utility dinos. I do have a Veilwind. It's not a good Veilwind, so I'm kind of probably going to go shopping for a new one. Again, I have a baby Moss Chops here that I raised, and just some snails making cementing base and poly. We have the garden going right here with some oil from the dung beetles. So yeah, not too bad. So there's like 800 there, and yeah, keeping it pretty chill. We'll keep expanding as we go, but I figured, you know, this part probably didn't need to watch a lot of it. This was my the Arctic Scout stuff that I used for, you know, like a day or two while I was on here. So there's that, and then just a quick look around if you haven't seen the map. Obviously lots of snow. I've got the spyglass on. Let me see if I can turn it off. There it goes. On arcade, I've basically been doing this without the spyglass. Dinotheriums have been really good. Another server I have friends on have been running most everything with Dinotherium, just kind of Gen 1 imprinted type stuff. So yeah, but there's the base. I know it looks really tall. I'm probably going to expand it a little longer. I'm trying to go for like a gothic thing. These are the skins from Lost Colony, and then the glass ones are a separate one. And then we can actually go over here and see if there's a soul wind in the bioluminescent areas, and we'll go into more detail about all of that, but just kind of a quick look around this area. Hopefully I don't run out of element. I don't know how much I have on me. Ooh, that's a little laggy. So up there you can kind of see a structure in the distance. I think that is somewhere where an outpost can spawn for missions, but I haven't seen it on any of the maps. But right now the spawns for the attack and defense outposts they're still pretty buggy. But each of these bioluminescent areas can have soul winds. That's where you get your Volpite to evolve your Veilwind. So, oh hey, someone built near me. This is new. Oh wow, this was not here. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so that's an outpost. Green means it's gamma, and so that's something we could probably do. This was not planned, but I mean, YOLO, guys? I mean, you think the Thyla can do it? I talked a pretty good game about it, didn't I? I mean, sure. Let's, sure. Let's do this. This is a terrible choice, and I'm here for it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So this is how much damage we're doing. Let's take this Theory out. Ooh, it's 150. I'm sorry, Theory. I'm sorry. Probably should have tamed you. Alright, so headshot was the 1500, and now we're doing 900. So this one, you just destroy everything. So there's turrets. You can hear them hopping. There's the thralls. Where are the turrets? I see one up there. I don't want to... Can I climb up there? Can I destroy this? I can't climb up there. But I can just destroy it. Okay, okay, okay. This is literally the first one like this I've done on any of the servers, so... Cool. I'm getting wanted, which if you don't know what that means, in the bottom corner is this times 6. When you hit 50, then the Vulture King will send you stuff. Regardless. So you definitely want to focus on the turrets. You have to destroy everything. So I'm just literally just left clicking. Left clicking, left clicking. Do another turret. Go take that out. The thralls are the NPCs running around. I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I don't have any weapons. Okay, so obviously should have brought more teams. So, okay, so there's obviously turrets. There were like 2 turrets that I probably should have taken out. So yeah, that's the defense. So at this point it should be gone, right? Okay, well apparently I got to spawn in the middle of nowhere. That was... okay. No way. Didn't I tell it to spawn in a bed? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't specifically click it. Just knock those guys out. Well, rip. I don't know if this is gonna kill me, to be real honest. No, let's jump again. Ugh. I have too much health. Let's go play with these guys. I meant to respawn in my bed. Hey, can y'all touch me? Touchy? Please? Pretty please? Anyone interested in biting me? Anyone? Because I'm like, I have no gear. Oh my gosh, they don't want to eat me. What about you? I don't want to punch you because I may kill you. Please, touch me. There we go. Come on. Yep. Oh my gosh. One more. Yeah. Alright. The vulture finally got me in the end. Okay, bed, right? It says bed. Respawn at bed. Alright, excellent. I guess I lost all my stuff. I thought they saved inventory save on here, but I guess not. Let's see, I want to go to that one. So it should be gone now? I can't believe that's so close. That's crazy. I really did think that was someone building near me. Also half my base is gone. This may be a relog situation. Oh, that's why my stuff's not coming back. Okay, let's relog. It broke. Where am I? This one. Oh, it still says I'm in there. Will it figure it out? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see if shenanigans is fixed. Oh, download? Are we doing that? It does not appear to. Okay, guess we have to get our bag. I think I had everything on me, like a dummy. No, I have the theory still. Alright, let's, I should probably make a tech suit and run over there, but it should be gone, right? Right, it should despawn. I don't know, I literally haven't tried this. Let's go check it out. Ugh. Let's go, oh, it's still there. Crap on a stick. Do we lose all of our teams in what was supposed to be like an intro video? I think we do. What do you guys think? The turrets were over here, right? I really need the turret on. But like, seriously, way too much. So yeah, the turret, obviously. It's just too... They're just throwing out crap.
Heads up. You have more
Okay,
thralls
okay, okay.
heading this way.
I don't care about thralls right now. I only care about these turrets. Okay. I don't want that. Where's the UD? Did I get it? There's the turret. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, that's the thing I need. Where the rewards come from. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's because my base is so close. Oh, crap. I ran right into that. I didn't know what I thought that was. Okay. Same turrets. So my theory is that not the only one should have got some base. There's here. Rocket launcher dude. Can I get him? Okay. Oh my gosh, how much more? Structures, structures. Do these light posts count? I think they do. Light post. Oh, I have no stamina. I hear bullets hitting me. Oh my gosh, why did they put so many light posts everywhere? Okay, I think my theory might be okay. I just have 0 stam. Okay, there's that. Bro, knock it off. So yeah, definitely don't. I'm gonna wait and get stam because I can't. Can I do this without dying? I think I can. That's my Thyla's bag. That's not my bag. There's my bag. Beautiful. Okay, I hear cryo's getting thrown. Yeah, I know. I gotta get these structures. Dude, they're so far away. Although it sounds like I got most of the really bad stuff. Okay, that one's gone. That one's gone. Okay. So this is Gamma, just so you know. And like I said, we have boosted melee. This is a wild tamed Therizino. That was a wild tamed Thyla. So I wouldn't necessarily say one's doing better than the other. I would just say I should have brought more than one thing to the party. But here we are. Alright, one more? This is it. And then we have a boss, right? How much health do I have? This is gonna be sketchy. Okay, enemies remaining. Please get out of my way, sir. Because I need to get the key to open that. Enemies remaining.
Losing a supply
There he is, 8,000.
may be a
So
trivial setback, but you have become an irritant.
might
My
be
Forge
okay.
Master is coming to you now to burn.
This is pretty cool. This is like I said, this is the first one I've done like this. I've only done gamma caches and I've done gamma something in the city, like on the bridge, and then we tried an alpha. Where is bro? He's gonna be bigger, right? Oh, look, there he is with his Paracera theory. Oh, here he is. Excuse me, let me hit you a couple times. So this is like a key master. Okay, and yeah, he has a flamethrower. Grab the key to unlock the vault. Make it nice. Alright, let me grab the key. And we're gonna loot.
I think you might have won this one over by helping me
And
out
we got a
first.
dude.
That's an
And we got a bunch of
interesting
loot that I don't know what it is. Looks like a lot of I saw like obsidian, so I think we want the glowy ones. I don't know, let's just grab it and then we'll look at it. Yeah, I think the glowy ones are actually, let's ball this dude up. And there's that, and is that everything? One more. Just some ingots, okay. Okay, so, right, everything? We're good. I can't believe that was so close to the base. That was crazy. All right, let's go see what our loot is, and then that was a very exciting intro video. So these are just empty cryos, and then we have a thrall archer who's only a 37. But my understanding on this server is you can mutate them. I don't know. I saw someone, they had mutated up to like 3,300, which is pretty crazy. So yeah. Are we gonna run the whole way around? Eh, this is so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll run around. I don't know that I have enough weight. And some of that stuff I may want to keep. So anyways, that was not someone building a base near me. That was an outpost, and that was a defense gamma. And the forge one is the one where the boss has a flamethrower. So each of them has different names, and it tells you what the end boss is going to have. So that's basically what we ran into. And that was really close to our base. I really thought the one that was farther out was the closest outpost we might have. So, no, it was not. Let's see, what level are you? You're 15. Okay, we're just gonna go in here. I'm gonna boot my dedicated storage stick. You can make it up there. The Dota can make it up there. Okay, I guess we can't. There we go. So let's do a little transfer, see what's left. Go through the loot, and then we'll probably call it good. Let me see. Can you please take some of that? Okay, I'm just gonna take this stuff. I'll probably grind it. Therizino got 4 levels though. So yeah, Therizino with cakes. That would have been easy. Yeah, I don't know. The Thylas is the thing that everyone's going nuts about, but I think that's more for the neophytes. So we'll have to take a look at it. Cluster grenade. We did get cursed metal stuff, so we'll talk more about the cursed weapons in another episode. Metal, obsidian. Yeah, I mean, this stuff all drops from the thralls. So that's what we've got with all of that. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of meh. All right, and then let's take a look at our thrall person. Um, I don't know a lot about these guys. I know that you can take control of them and they can do stuff for you. So I'm just going to put it on passive. So if you look at it and hold it, you can
You've
control.
taken your
So
first
now I'm the
thrall from
thrall,
me.
and that's my
I just
character over
hope you're
there. And
ready
I
for
know
the
people are actually doing some
responsibility.
of the missions in thrall
Heavy
form.
hangs the crown.
That way if they die, you know, you don't lose all your stuff. Okay, so is our control character. And now I go back over here. So yeah, we got our first thrall. I don't know, I may try mutating it. I'm not really sure. I don't know what my plan is, but anyways, not at all how I thought this would go. Um, which I guess is sometimes super fun. But yeah, that's the base. That's where we are on the map. That's what we're doing. And apparently we just did our first gamma defense outpost. So not in the city. If you look on the map, map, this city is way over here. A lot of the missions are here, down on the bridges, over here as well. And then I think there's some here too. Basically, the further in you go, the harder they are. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're doing. And we'll just keep making progress towards it. I don't really have a great plan of what I'm doing because this map is new. So mostly running missions, mostly figuring out what works and going from there. But anyways, y'all have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.